Hi, welcome back to RealmTale. In the last episode, we worked on Doofenshmirtz Evil Incorporated. Yes, we are currently standing on that exact building. I don't know if I'll do any work on this in today's episode. However, again, a lot of work was done on this one last episode. If you really want to check out this build, go check out last episode. Anyways, one other thing we kind of touched on last episode was my rare mobs over here. I've gathered a whole ton of these guys in the nether, and since then I've actually gathered more. I have some more mushrooms over here. So we have some brown mushrooms, a baby brown mushroom, some of these guys. We have an polar bear, and then we also have the brown panda as well. So these are some of the rare mobs I need to move into the actual mob museum. Now, the problem is with the museum right now is it's not really fit to serve mobs yet. It's just kind of items. So what I mean by that is if we go into the museum here, we have the everything exhibit, and then we also have the rare items exhibit over here. However, we don't really have a spot for the rare mobs. I guess I could squeeze them in here, but then we'd have to move the friendship barrel of notable things. Instead, we actually have the rare mob area in here. Do you see it? Yeah, it's in here. If you learned anything from 5 hidden buttons, is that we've hidden a button in here. So this right here will actually activate the hidden area, which brings me to this vault door. Now this vault door is actually pretty rare. The only way to get in is with Josh's annual exhibit, Access Emerald. I'm going to give these out or sell them in a shop down the line, but this opens up the vault door and we will go into our museum. The museum has not been yet to build. It's nowhere near being built. We still have these guys in there and everything. I mean, what if we put those in there? No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to put that. Only rare mobs will be put into this museum. So that is obviously why we're going to have to build that in today's episode. So I'm going to at least put out the framework here, and we'll go from there. All right, flying back into the museum here, we can see a little bit of the work has been done. Obviously here with the netherrack, we had to transport all those mobs from the nether all the way in here. So I just, use the netherrack. A lot of the times I would just drop them in to the water pit here. And then just go from there. Most of the time I could lead the animals, but a couple animals I actually couldn't lead, such as the panda bear, for example. I had to use the boat, which means I had to take it all the way here and then boat it in. So I'm going to show you guys some of the exhibits. Not all of them are done. I still have a lot of ideas for actual exhibits. So yeah, we're just going to pop down here. The vault is still open because there's just shulker after shulker after shulker after shulker after shulker of just random resources that I need to tidy up. But here we go. This is the overall exhibit. We have the polar bear. He's Ice Bear, and he is a descendant of Desmond and Bartholomew from RealmTale Season 1. He's just vibing in there. It's kind of a simple exhibit, just, some ice spikes in there and some snow, and Ice Bear's in there. I actually have gone through the effort to name all of them, so Ice Bear is in fact named. On the other side, we have Freddy. This is another polar bear, just retextured with the name of Freddy, and then obviously, he's just an animatronic entertainer for children, and of course, Freddy. I kind of try to mimic the stage here. I feel like there should be, better, decoration here, like some dining tables or whatever, but this is I think the best we can do here. Moving on, we have Matthias. Fun fact, when I actually got this polar bear, this is not a polar bear, when I got this mushroom from Funi's cow pen, which is what I kind of said there, kind of had an inside joke with Funi, and we named this guy Matthias. He's not actually name tagged at the moment, but yes, this is Matthias. And again, he's met Mushi from RealmTale Season 1. I kind of tried giving them some backstories here. He's got a very simple exhibit of just the mushroom here and some other ones in here. I didn't want to overwhelm it too much just because I'm kind of scared that, this guy, for example, he's kind of big. So even if he hides behind the iceberg, you can still see him. This guy, if he hides behind too many of these mushrooms, you might not be able to see him. So I do want to give them free will, though. On the other side here, we have Quiza. This is actually a fun fact here. If you search up the only brown panda in existence in the world that's in a animal exhibit, that's the name of it. So he's a brother of Coco, the brown panda from RealmTale Season 1. And this one's, named in there. So it's pretty cool. I actually really like this exhibit. Again, it's just kind of jungle themed. A lot of hidden lighting in really all of the exhibits. I've tried to hide torches behind, for example. Back here, there's a torch hiding in there just to make sure mobs don't spawn. Even did some sea lanterns on the ceiling there. This exhibit's empty. And in here we have snow without the W, just so it's fancier. And this is Arctic Facts. Might be Arctic, but still, what does this thing say? And of course we have him in here. It's actually pretty cool. Honestly, thought this was going to take me hours to get. This took me 5 minutes. It was actually pretty easy. I just went to an Arctic tundra, or Arctic taiga, which is where these guys spawn, and found him pretty quickly. Again, he's also not been named, but I probably will name him in the future. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Down the line, I will hopefully get some more mobs in here, and then obviously expand it downwards a little bit. I even have a beacon right now with some haste going. So I've been able to just kind of mine this back a little bit easier. Of course, I am running into the issue that if it keeps going, I'm going to have to bust through the wall here. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I get to here. One thing I had in mind was possibly doing some sort of staircase down and then kind of joins up in the middle and goes back down underneath this floor. So it would be kind of floored. I'm not completely on board with that idea. I think it's kind of tacky, but it is a way to keep extending this forward. To possibly keep going forward with the animal exhibit. But as of right now, I'm actually super happy with the way it's turned out. We have 5 super cool mobs in here, so let's move on. Progress, progress, progress. That is what has been going on since the last clip here. It's currently raining. It always happens to rain, but never thunders. Now, the reason I needed to thunder is for one of the new exhibits. Now, again, I'm going to come back down here. I still have not cleaned up the shulker mess. We have Freddy. We've got Ice Bear. We've got Matthias. This time, I believe he's actually name tagged, so I actually got around to doing that. We have Quizza as well. And then we have Snow, also name tagged. In here, we have Electrix. Well, not yet. We need the actual charge creeper to get it put in here. You'll see over here we have a little area for him to eventually drop down here, and then we'll just seal it up here. Built all the exhibit first because I don't want to deal with a charge creeper before he's actually in there. That's a lot of work. Over here we have Polyphemus, which is actually the name of a cyclops, one of the most famous cyclops in a Greek mythology myth here, which is why we have a guardian here. He's hopping around. This guy was so annoying to get in there. He's it was rough to try and transport it. I actually had to make another portal right here because I didn't want to have to transport it down. Made another portal here and then took him through the nether in a minecart from the ocean monument that we found this guy. He's actually one of the only guys that's been silenced using the data pack where you name him silence me and then he'll become silenced, because I could not deal with the little bouncing around noise. It was unbearable. So that is the only new exhibit besides this one, obviously, that actually has a mob in it. We have this one here as well. Nothing yet. I've measured it out. We do have enough room to actually add one more set of 2 on either sides and won't interfere with any of this, but once it gets there, those are the last 2, obviously. We can't keep going, so we're gonna have to do something to like loop underneath, but that's a problem for future Josh. Again, I'm not even sure if I'll add the next 2 because there's not really rare mobs around here. There's a chicken. I can't take him out. Okay, well, I tried to. Okay, I gotta take out both of them. If this guy's gonna live, I don't want him to have to live alone. There you go. They're both been taken out. But yeah, I can't just put a chicken in a museum and act like that's a rare mob. I have to find actual true rare mobs to actually put in here, or then it's just an animal exhibit. This is my rare animal exhibit. So yeah, that's something that we kind of have in the back burners of the project. I'm still waiting for a thunderstorm to try and get in Electrix, the creeper here. I'm actually walking around always with a name tag, a channeling trident, and then obviously the 2 blocks of seal up the hole as well, just because I never know. So yeah, we'll just wait for the thundering and we can get that guy in. Alright guys, there we go. Finally thundering. We have this guy right here. We're gonna go for him. We need, it was a good thing I was doing some construction down there before. We'll just use some quartz here. That should work. Tower up like so. Okay, there we go. I think actually it would be smart to get this guy. Okay, nice. He's name tagged now. And then we'll shot right into him. That was a miss. Hey, don't lose focus on me, just so he remembers I'm that guy. Okay, there we go. We get out of here. Okay, also these are messed up from earlier. Alright, we have the charge creeper. He's been named. Just need to get rid of that zombie. Has he been named? Yes, he has. Okay. We'll just lead him to the hole. Alright, should be as simple as that. As long as he doesn't take too much fall damage and die. Alright, he's locked in. Perfect. And let's see what he looks like. Mr. Electrix. Look at him. Hopefully he doesn't wander too far into just the corner here, but Electrix is now finally in there. What if we give him an actual line of me? Will he wander over here? Oh, I guess he's still blocked from the actual glass. I don't know, but he's vibing in there. At least you can see the charge creeper in there, which is honestly really cool. Exhibits kind of like how dangerous it is, you know, type thing, because he's a super dangerous mob. Blows up and the entire exhibit will be destroyed. But yeah, there's Electrix, the charged creeper, with 420 joules of pure trident-made electricity. I think that's a pretty cool title for that guy. We also have Polyphemus, which I don't actually have a name description for him yet. But yeah, that is that guy all finished. Alright guys, this is the final update on the actual museum. We can actually send that elevator up. Actually put in the blocks down here so you actually doesn't look ugly when it's closed. There's the animal exhibit emerald. We throw that in there, put it through the system, opens up the vault door like so, and we can walk into some of the museum's exhibits. You've seen most of these. This is the only new one. We have Bubblegum, the pink sheep, The pink sheep has a 0.164% chance of spawning, but pink dye is 100%. He's loving it. I think you guys understood what the actual description meant here. No, he's not a naturally generating pink sheep, but yeah, I needed another mob to make it at least even. I probably will get rid of him down the line. However, as of right now, ooh, that's gonna bother me. Let me just fix that. All right, as I was saying, as of right now, that's basically done. I think I should put a wall here and just call this finished. This product basically finished. This project has been taking very long. This is probably one of the longest episodes to make, even though it doesn't look like a lot of progress has been done, but a lot of work was put in just getting the Guardian, getting the Snow Fox, getting some of these mobs, just waiting for thunderstorms. Like, there was 2 days IRL waiting just for a thunderstorm AFK in the world. You don't understand. A lot of effort was put into this episode. So I'm gonna call that an episode for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. If you really liked it, make sure to subscribe. It helps me out a ton here on the channel. Thanks again for watching. Stay tuned for more.